if it's okay with you, what I wanted to ask you was I went to Record Store Day a couple weekends ago, and I saw a cartoony version of the Smithereens and Tommy. So can you tell me why you picked that album and what it means to you?
Well, yeah, back in '09, we recorded our own version, abridged version of The Who's Tommy. We were working on material for a new album, but the label wanted something, and it was coming up on the 40th anniversary. And we said, let's do Tommy.
There it is right there.
Ta-da! There we go. I was waiting for you to pull that out with the questioning, and I had it in my bag. That's why I was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm like, I have the record.
And, you know, it was a sideways idea, but we pulled it off. People seemed to really like it. And it was only available on CD. And then lo and behold, for Record Store Day this year, the label, Koch, E1, decided to do a very limited edition in green vinyl. I don't even have one yet. I think somebody has one for me.
Because I saw the postings, I think Cindy posted.
That's right.
And then if you have a copy of it,
a friend did pick one
you
up.
sell for the highest bidder? You have a copy, right?
No,
I don't have a copy.
I wasn't. When I went down to Record Day, I keep telling myself, "You don't need any more records. You don't need any more," because I have hundreds,
Oh, I thought you said you
hundreds,
got yourself.
hundreds. Well, I went down there and I saw it, but I told myself if I only went with so much money, then I wouldn't blow my entire tax return in the record store.
What they were selling it for?
What I went there to get was the picture disc of Yes's Tormato.
Did you get that?
Yes, I did.
Do you remember how much they were selling the Smithereens
I
vinyl for?
want to say $25, $30.
Who's getting that money?
Not us.
That would have been my next question. As an artist with the younger generation not paying for music as the norm, how does the modern day artist survive in this day of downloads? I mean, I heard that you have to make like basically sell like 1 million downloads to equate that with minimum wage.
Yeah, I don't know how they compute it these days. I got some email today with some new computation. The way a musician makes money these days is to play live. Quite honestly, that's the way it's always been, unless you sold a lot of records. You know, the Smithereens are still in debt to capital for I don't want to tell you how much. And that's because the artist is responsible for a portion of the promotion that the label puts up money for. I think we pay for half of that.
Recording?
Well, the recording comes right off, out of our money. And the videos that we were talking about earlier, we pay for half of that. And those are very expensive to make.
Do you feel that at any point in your career that you lost control of artistic integrity, that you had to do what other people wanted you to do?
I don't think they...
Or did you guys stick to your guns?
You know, I would say 99.9% of the time we were able to just do what we... And I think the reason that was is because we were talking about before when Blood and Roses first sneaked in there and it caught on. It caught on because people liked it and it was different and a breath of fresh air perhaps. And I think the labels, the A&R people just figured, I don't know what they're doing, but it's working. Let them do what they're doing, you know?
Right.
So for the most part, I could cite a few things where I wish we had done things a little differently on certain records, but for the most part, it's the way we wanted to go.
Did you and the guys always gel opinion-wise on what the music should sound like?
Not, I can't say every single time, but most of the time, yeah, actually. Yeah, quite actually, yeah.